Tough luck, Ben. What do you think made the difference in the first set? You were so close to take it, and then maybe it could have been a different story.
Yeah, honestly, really disappointed. You know, going into the match, playing Jannik's a tough ask, but for me, I've made my living on tour so far serving out sets and being able to serve out sets. And having 2 set points on my serve, serving at 6-5, feel like uncharacteristic for me not to come through and win that. And obviously, you're playing the #1 player in the world. The windows are always small, and sometimes you miss your window, and the guy steps up his level, starts making a lot more first serves, playing better. The break chances don't come as often. Thought I did some things well out there today, but yeah, I think I'll have to look at the statistics after the match, but probably one of my worst serving days in this tournament so far, which is disappointing now being 6 matches into the tournament.
Ben, Jannik was saying in his on the court that you might have been struggling with your leg. How are you feeling physically during that match?
Everyone has a little something. We're in the semis of a slam. You know, we've played a lot of sets. He's definitely played the least amount of sets. I'm not sure how many he's dropped, but I didn't have any 5-setters either. Normal stuff. I get my leg worked on a little bit on one changeover. He gets his leg worked on a little bit on a changeover. It's not life-changing stuff. It's just part of the sport, stuff that you're dealing with late in the tournament, and nothing to it.
Howard.
Are there ways in which his ability to return is different than maybe what you've faced earlier in the tournament, and does that make things tougher at all for you when you're serving and make you change at all the way you approach those games or those points?
I think a little bit. I think that he probably would say that he didn't hit his backhand return as well as he wanted to today. That was one place where I felt like I was getting some free points even though I wasn't hitting great serves. Certainly you're playing a great returner like him. You want to be more on it. You want to be more dialed into your spots. I don't feel like I was pressing too hard today because he's a guy who handles pace pretty well, and usually he's pretty far back, so the pace doesn't do as much. My spot serving, I thought, just wasn't there tonight. Honestly, that's been one thing for me this whole tournament. I thought that I haven't served too great, and I've been making up with my +1s, doing it with my forehand. I've honestly been breaking serve a lot, but that was just one thing that outside of the Carreno Busta match just never really clicked for me. And, it's just something to keep going back and improving on, because I thought that from the ground I played well. I thought I volleyed pretty well. I thought I returned well. I put myself in positions. I broke twice in the first, and I put myself in positions to break early in the second and the third. There's second serve returns on break points or deep in a rally on a break point. Like I said, sometimes those chances are gone. They don't come again. But that's the one thing for me that has to be better.
Matt.
Nice. Good effort.
Thanks.
You said the other day that this sort of match is an opportunity to sort of measure yourself against the best, and I'm just sort of curious, sort of like, first, what's it feel like to be out there against him and face that? And then, what does it tell you about where you are and what you have to do to get where you want to go?
Yeah, I know I'm close. I know my level's close. I know I have a lot of the stuff that I need. I certainly believe in myself. I just think that the reps against those guys and the consistency of playing those guys and playing a lot of matches in a week or a couple weeks, this will be the year that'll be the goal this year for me. I think that those guys, the Sinner, Alcaraz, Novak, the guys who have been dominating the slams over the last 2 years. I mean, Novak in the last, but you know what I mean. Since I've been on tour, the guys who've been dominating the slams, and on their bad days, they're still, winning in 3 sets, winning in 4 sets. They figure it out, and I'm getting closer to being able to do that. Not having a good serving day or serving week and having a great tournament is a huge positive for me. It's like being able to recognize the flaws in what I did in my game against some of these guys and be able to go back to the drawing board. It gives me a lot of confidence, but I'm disappointed because I wanted to see where this match ended up. I win that first set and kind of get into the depths of it, deep in the 4th or the 5th, which should have been possible with where I was at in the first set, serving with set points. So, next time I'm out there with set points, I'm going to hit the ace.
Ben, first of all, congratulations on an excellent tournament. It was really, it seemed really apparent early on, particularly in the match, how much you relished those really key moments and the big points in the match. I'm wondering, how did it feel for you playing in such a high stakes match out there today?
Yeah, honestly, it feels pretty normal to me. No more nerves than any other match at this tournament. I guess I'm surprised with how normal it does feel out there to me, and I'm happy that in the big moments or big atmospheres, I don't panic. I just go out there and go to work and start playing, and all that you can hope for this late in the tournament is to be in a great place mentally. Your body's still together physically, and just go out there and compete as hard as you can. So for me, it's a work in process. I think that a work in progress. Sorry, I think that's something that I do handle well. I handled the big matches or big moments well, and as long as my tennis keeps improving, my fitness keeps improving, I like the spot that I'm going to be in for the rest of this year and moving forward in my career.
I just want to ask about your remarks at the end of your previous press conference. Got a lot of attention, and I'm curious if you've had any conversations with anyone at the tournament or on the broadcast side about your criticisms and your feedback.
Yeah, obviously I didn't do an on-court interview today, but yeah, they were very well, we're gonna have some talks, and I forget the guy's name who I talked to, but people have been understanding and supportive of what I said, I guess. It's not like anything was just that bad, or especially to me, but it was just kind of the cumulative stacking up of incidents is kind of what I saw, and haven't seen anything since, so I don't know about if you guys saw anything since, but I thought it's been pretty good the last couple days.
Do they seem receptive, I guess, to the points you were raising?
Maybe. I'm not sure. No one's really come up to me about it after that press conference, but.
2 more we have. 1 there.
Yeah, Ben, about to reach again semi-final in a major. How are you looking forward? I mean, you are really close to the top 10. Of course, you are in a good position right now. What are you looking forward for these goals for this season?
Yeah, I just want to get better. I want to be able to be on the tennis court and feel like a complete player, that I have no limitations. I want to feel that I have a lot of options out on the tennis court. I want to continue to compete at the level that I'm competing at, with the attitude and mindset that I have, which I think is great right now for me and helping me compete at the highest level I can. And let's see what happens. I'm certainly not where I want to be. It's a positive 2 weeks, no doubt, and something that I can build on, and I'm excited for the rest of the year. Really excited. You know, there's so many opportunities to compete. We got 3 more slams. I want to do some more damage than I've done on clay this year, and just keep seeing myself get better and better. I think this is a great sport to see where your ceiling is, how good of a player that you can be, and where that peak is, and I'm just trying to find where that is.
Last one.
In the previous round, when Jannik beat Alex said, you know, it's a terrible matchup for me. This is the most difficult person I could play. But I think in some sense you feel your game style matches up pretty well against Jannik if you can execute.
Yeah. I didn't execute perfectly today, but one of the good things about this matchup is that I heard Andy Roddick talking about it, but the ball that he hits a massive ball, obviously, but it's heavy. It has height over the net. It has shape. It's big, but it's also like it bounces up. And for me, I'm a tall guy. I'm a better high zone hitter. A lot of people do struggle with that ball that's a little higher in the zone and coming fast. I don't mind it. I don't mind, you know, smacking a forehand off my back foot or hitting the backhand at shoulder height. And other guys who have the shovel backhand that stays real low to the ground, it's a different ball. And for me, sometimes tougher to deal with. I don't think many people would probably argue that Jannik's striking the ball the best in the world right now. And so while that's very difficult to deal with, you get a good rhythm. He's hitting it clean off both sides. He's hitting it deep. There's a lot of pace on a lot of balls. And, so for me, I feel like I can bring out some of my best tennis at times. If I can cut out a few of those drops in level that I had, serve a little bit better, obviously close out that one game I didn't close out, and, you know, we see where we are. But it's motivating for me. You know, I'm going to continue to work hard and build, and I can't take this as a huge negative, right? Not many people have beat him in the last year. So I think since I beat him in Shanghai in 2023, maybe he's lost like 6 times. So I'm going to continue focusing on myself every day, trying to improve, and hopefully I can, next time that we match up at a slam, give the fans a longer match to watch.
Thank you.